Ladies and gentlemen, this is Richard Kadesch, owner and broker in charge of Go Gated Realty, Hilton Head Island and Bluffton, South Carolina. And today is March 2nd, 2017. We're in Bluffton, in the Haven. And we're here with the Leonards, Betty and Jim, who just did a walkthrough of their new Pulte home. They're closing in about a week. And we're going to talk a little bit about their experience moving here from Southern Illinois, where they lived for so many years, searching the internet for a place to live, deciding on Bluffton and ultimately the Haven. So hello, Jim and Betty. Thanks so much for talking today.
Thank you.
How do you feel now that this is nearing the end and your home is about to close?
Very happy. And
Very excited, very happy. Can't wait to get in it.
I'm just delighted for you. The home is beautiful. Your selections are just absolutely perfect. I'm just very excited. But let's go back to the beginning. You're shopping, you're deciding to retire, or you already are retired, you're deciding to relocate, and you're doing a lot of work on the internet. Why Bluffton, South Carolina?
Well, we had started trying to get in a different area. In other words, we didn't have any oceans there in Illinois or real warm weather for any period of time. And so we started out west. We went to Texas. I have a good friend in Texas, and we stayed at the Sun City in southern Texas by Austin. And they have a huge place there, and spent 3 nights, 2 days, or 2 nights and 3 days there, and loved it. Loved the houses, loved the arrangement, but the weather was just too warm for us. So we made our way back east through Arizona and
No,
well, through
west.
back east through Texas and all of that, and then into Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, you name it, and we tried them all, and finally you found South Carolina.
After we had stayed in the Sun City, Texas, we had just pretty much decided that we wanted to go with the Del Webb and Pulte construction and areas. And so I was doing some searching on the internet and searched Florida first. And we did go visit Florida, but we decided that wasn't where we wanted to end up. And so I started going up the East Coast and found a YouTube video by Richard showing the Sun City and Haven and the areas, Baynard Park, the different areas that are around here. And so after I viewed his video, I told Jim, I said, I think we need to call Richard and go visit South Carolina next. And so we called you, and you were very, very nice, and set up a date and time, and we came down and you drove us around for a couple of days, orienting us to the area and showing us the different homes.
Because you had never been here before.
No.
I had been here. Jim has never been to this area, but I had been on vacation to Hilton Head many, I'm talking maybe 20 years ago. So the area has changed quite a bit, and for the better. It's grown up some since then. But,
So this is a big decision because, I mean, you've been a nurse for like 40 years. And finally you're relocating
Retired.
here to be, this is a big decision. And Jim, you've been in civil service there in Southern Illinois for, just
31 years.
31
yeah.
year. I mean, so this is a big decision.
Yeah, it's a big
Big
move.
decision.
What it really helped was to have you really as representing us down here to watch out for us, answer all our questions as we thought of them. We'd email back and forth. What a great help. I mean, I don't know if we could have done it any better. It would have taken a great deal more time for sure.
We did physically visit 2 or 3 times during the building, but when we weren't able to be here, Richard was here. He took several pictures for us so we could actually see the progress of the construction going on, how everything looked, and that was extremely helpful. And of course, we had to send out the pictures to family and friends, and they were all excited for us as well.
I'm excited too. I'm so happy for you. So you did a tremendous amount of work on the internet, deciding that Bluffton could be for you. You even focused in on the Haven because by then you'd been
Yes.
visiting these Del Webb communities. And you
Yes.
decided, you know, we like them. Let's shop these Del Webb communities. You found the Haven. So then you decide on a trip to the area here, and that's when you called me and said, okay, we think this is what we want. You even had it narrowed down to the model that you wanted.
Yes, I had spent a lot of time on the internet just studying the different models and how they would work for us, you know, transitioning. We have downsized quite a bit from our home in Illinois, so that was a concern that we have everything that we wanted, but not on so much big a scale as what we were
So you
thinking.
were very focused, and so now it comes time to make sure. So you hired me as your agent. We meet, we go around, we see the different communities. That confirmed your choice that the Haven really was the place for you, and you were focused on another model called the Abbeville.
Right, right.
And so we went over to Sun City where the Pulte models are. We walked through the different models, and you gravitated over to this one, the Castle Rock. So being in those models was another big step
Yes,
towards the goal, and then you decided, okay, this is it.
right.
This is it, we found it, let's go
I
forward.
had been concentrating on the Abbeville. It seemed that that was the one that was a good fit for us. But like Richard said, we went to the model home park where they had like, I think, 9 different homes that you could walk through. And we went through the Abbeville, and Richard said, well, let's just go next door and look over there. And I opened up the front door and I said, oh, Jim, this is my house.
And
I was sold on
I
it.
remember that. I remember that was a big change, and we all felt good then because we were all nodding and saying, okay, I think I've got that feel-good feeling now. We've confirmed this is the place, now we've got the model.
Yes,
So then we went to contract with the Pulte company.
yes,
And of course, they assigned a salesman to us, to you. And with that person representing Pulte and myself representing you as your agent,
yes.
we went to contract. We came out and we walked the lots together, didn't we?
Yes.
And we compared the different lots,
Elevations, trees, all the good points, the bad points.
talked
This
about
side of the
that,
street, that side of the street, yeah.
right? All the different solar orientation and the things that would go into it. So we had a pretty good selection at that time. Things have really built up since then, haven't they?
Oh, they
Yes,
This is a
yes,
popular place.
yes,
Popular place. And I also remember that you wanted to bring everything in within a certain budget, and we were able to do that because, of course, the process is you choose your model, the base price, and you learn what's included. You make any structural changes or elections. You go then and pick out your lot, and you decide on the lot premium that you're comfortable with. And then finally, within 30 days of the contract, you go into the design center
right.
and choose all your individual colors, materials, all the things that individualize the home for
And
you.
that's done in one day, so.
And
Yeah.
and you folks did great. Of course, they assigned someone to help you.
Yes, yes.
And so there is someone, but I'll tell you, your selections were just so good. I'm so happy for that. And then of course the construction starts. There is and because you're retired, you were able to come down for one of those walkthroughs.
Oh, yes.
We did that together too with the superintendent. Make sure everything is as it should be. You even had a friend meet you here.
Yes.
Right.
He was excited for you.
Yeah.
And he was as knowledgeable more than I was about construction, so he was impressed.
And so finally to today, and I tell you, the house really looks great. So I hope it's been worth it for you because
Oh, yeah.
building is a big decision.
It
Oh, yeah.
is,
Rather
it
than
is.
just buying an existing house, you decide to build. But having the
Yes.
models and doing all the work that you did, the confidence, and so it
Well,
worked.
you were the nucleus for us, Richard. You brought us together with the company and then our ideas and what we wanted, and it really made the process go
Well,
well.
thank you. It's really been a pleasure working with you too. I mean, you people have been just great. And so now you're going to be moving down. You're going to be buying all new furniture.
Pretty much.
What are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to here
Oh,
in
gosh.
Haven?
All the amenities, the weather, of course, is beautiful.
Yes.
But the amenities here at the Haven, the walk-in pool,
Big
and
pool, the fitness center,
big pool, fitness center,
the
Center.
pickleball.
pickleball, tennis racket,
Pickleball's getting to be big.
tennis courts. There's a huge dog park
Dog
that's
park.
great if you
It's
have
just-
animals. It's just beautiful.
They
You
have
know,
a full-time
Concierge.
activity director.
Yes.
I know one time when we were here, we went up to the retreat and they were getting ready to take a bus to Jacksonville, Florida, which we found out then is only 2 hours away. So, we're looking
It's
forward
wonderful.
to just,
We're what, 7 miles from the ocean? Everyone is so friendly.
Everyone is friendly, very friendly
Everyone's
community.
very
You can't,
friendly.
you're going to know all your neighbors very quickly. Now,
Yes.
you know, you could have gone to Sun City. The general analogy is if Sun City is a city, then the Haven is a town, a small town, or
small
maybe a
town.
village. And you like that. You like
Yeah, we
that.
like that, even
Yes.
though you don't really get the sense of it, but when this is finished, and I think there's one more phase to go here, there'll be just six houses, I think, short of 500 homes here.
That's right.
But you don't see that. It's just quaint. There's so many trees, beautiful pine trees and trees.
We love the wooded area.
Yeah.
That, you know, there's the drive-in. You get excited when you're driving in. because
Coming up the New Riverside
coming up
Parkway
the
and
New
the
Riverside,
entrance.
yes,
It's a
and all
gated
the
community
trees
and everything
It
is
is a
very well
gated
kept.
community, and
High
we feel
ground,
good about that too.
safe, clean.
High ground.
It's one of the most beautiful places in all of
Yes.
Bluffton.
Yes.
And that's right. Recently, they had about 100 lots left. They build about 40 homes a year. So they have about a 2 to 2.5 year build out. Your timing is excellent because as you go along, of course, your selection will continue to be good, but you know, generally better, and the prices go up. So your timing is excellent. So
Yeah,
congratulations
we're
for
lucky.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I hope the viewer enjoyed our chat. And I would just ask the viewer, if you're looking for an agent, a buyer's agent, please keep me in mind. Again, my name is Richard Kadesch. I have 41 years of local Hilton Head Island and Bluffton real estate experience. I'm also a former licensed South Carolina home builder, and I love new construction, not so much doing it, but helping buyers like the Leonards
Yes.
There you
through
go.
the process. And so I would just invite you to call or email. My cell phone is 843-684-2933. And my email, rich@gogated.com, like gated communities. So please give me a call or an email, let's talk, and I'm sure we can have success together as I did with the Leonards, and I'm just so happy for you. And so
Thanks.
congratulations, and again,
Thanks so
thank you
much.
again for talking today, and I hope the viewers enjoyed it.
Our
Thank you.
pleasure.